And so if they were the one, go to sleep. Black Toe Splash. Black Jordan. He caught him right in the mouth. Jesus! Jesus on the head! The top! Spring Allen, bitch! Hands on the face! No man!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Halloween Hell 3. I am Johnny Johnson in all my magnificence, here to guide you through a mega event that will take you straight to hell and back. And it all goes down here tonight. And I'll be guiding you through it. We got in the main event. It will be a fatal 5-way for the Undisputed Championship. The Dark Side, Navon McDonald, David the Well, JJ Cordero, and Shadow Graham. Anything goes, anything will happen for the NUW Undisputed Championship. We also have for the Tag Team Championships, the longest reigning, most dominant champions in history. The Heretics will take on the Brothers Creed, who originally had a shot, but they never received it, so they're getting it here today. We also will have for the Continental Championship two good friends, as Mike Perillo takes on Johnny Reed, and it will all go down here today. And for the New York Championship, Zack Romig, Brandon Castelli, Joseph Anthony, and Alan Reed will all settle it. They all wanted a piece of each other, and Alan Reed said, bring it on. He put his championship on the line, and it will be going down. We will see if there will be a new New York champion. We also have facing a mystery opponent, Clark Williams. He wanted a challenge, and he's been promised one here today by the Dark Side. But up next, we got a special contest. Victor VanPelt bringing in somebody new by the name of Steven Adams. Nobody ever heard of before, nobody ever seen, but he will be taking on PJC and Zack Cobalt, two guys who know each other very well, and we will see what will happen as we kick off the show right now. This next contest is a triple threat match, and it is scheduled for one fall.
I seen a lot of shit I shouldn't have, but never forgot.
Now this guy right here, being accompanied by obviously you know this idiot with the smile, but this guy behind him wearing a paper championship made out of cardboard and made with magic marker. I'm not sure what trash company he got that at, but he may have just made it himself. He come out here in a bathing suit, but he's friends with Victor VanPelt, so what can you expect? This man goes by the name of Steven Adams. What can you say about him? What do I know? Obviously, I mean, he's young, he's wearing a bathing suit, he's got a backwards cap. You know what George Carlin always said about a man with a backwards cap? But PJC out here twirling around a goddamn lightsaber, and now rolling around as per usual, coming out to the crowd. Everybody loves PJC. Gotta love you some PJC. This is what man Johnny Johnson does know. I'm trying to get my hands on whatever PJC is on. But I'm told he's just on love and tacos. But another guy who is very questionably on some type of substance. We've seen recently kind of a change in tone of Zack Cobalt. He hasn't been getting the job done.
Beat him 3 times, yeah.
And he's not sure, this guy, Zack Cobalt, he's not sure where his career has been going lately.
Thank you. You're welcome. All right, I've had a few matches here in NUW, whatever it is now.
Yeah.
Everybody hear me?
In NUW for like 2 years.
Yeah. I haven't been serious here. I've been losing matches. I came, what, 3rd in King of the Yard or some shit? I don't even know how many matches there were. I'm being serious today, all right? I paid the money man. I've instructed him to play me a little bit of new music. Because as much as I like that Heaven is a Place on here, I don't think it fits what I'm trying to do. It's time for Zack Cobalt to go to business. Hit my music.
And it looks like we're gonna see a change in attitude. You heard Johnny Johnson talking about it. Zack Cobalt feels like he ain't been getting the job done. So now he is getting straight to business, and a new Zack Cobalt has emerged. And he looks serious. Zack Cobalt with the tie and dress shirt. Look, he's got a little horsey on it. You gotta have the little horsey. And now all these guys, this is a very different contrast in competitors here. Especially with what they're wearing.
Oh, of course.
Got this. Oh, I didn't even see. He had the backward cap on before. He got blue hair. What the hell? But now, oh, looked like Cobalt just pushed PJC right in to Steven Adams. And now, good Lord, jumping off the middle rope with the Hurricanrana, taking out PJC, and now the suicide dive to Steven Adams. What a way to start for Zack Cobalt, getting straight to business like he said he would.
Risky business.
Zack Cobalt on fire here in the beginning. And this is the way you start off a show. 3 top of their game athletes, wrestlers, all looking for opportunity, all looking to gain some momentum going forward. And now PJC looking for the rolling Phil top, but both guys move out of the way. And now Steven Adams looking for a Hurricanrana, with Cobalt able to place him down on the apron and deliver a strike right to the face. And now a kick to the gut. Both these guys fighting out here on the apron. Steven Adams with a big clothesline, knocking Cobalt into the ring. And now Adams got Cobalt down. Adams springboarding off, but Cobalt rolling out of the way. And now onto the outside. And Steven Adams with the Undertaker dive over the top rope, taking out PJC. And he hit Cobalt a little bit, but Cobalt, he's wobbly, climbing his way to the top rope. Both these guys on the outside, and Cobalt with the giant moonsault, taking them both out. What a way to start off Halloween Hell 3. All 3 of these guys absolutely putting on a spectacle here for the fans at the Slaughterhouse. And now Cobalt with the tie is choking out Steven Adams, trying to make his face match his hair. Zack Cobalt, it's been a while since we've seen Zack Cobalt pick up a W, but things could all turn around here for him today. Picking up a win at Halloween Hell 3 to kick off this show would be a huge momentum booster. Gotta forgive Johnny Johnson. Been a long night as Zack Cobalt delivers an elbow right to the throat. And then a big body splash. Zack Cobalt, certainly, he's seen his fair share of success outside of NUW in the past. And he is looking to continue what he's built for himself, the legacy. But now Steven Adams, a man with absolutely no legacy, delivers that big enziguri. Could Steven Adams start building his legacy here today? And now that powerbomb, oh my God, Zack Cobalt, his head bouncing off that steel ring post, the back of his head. We gotta take another look at that. Please, show me again. This is sick. Look in slow motion, his head hitting the top part of that ring post, and I don't know how the hell Zack Cobalt is back in here moving. I think the lights are on, but ain't nobody home right now. He's just trying to climb back in the ring, do what his instinct tells him, but now Cobalt, he was looking for a sidewalk slam, and Steven Adams able to finish the job, dropping him on his head. God almighty, Zack Cobalt may have multiple concussions just from this one matchup for the past minute. PJC back, he looking to lock up. PJC taking out Steven Adams with a jumping clothesline. And could it be PJC's day? Oh, PJC reversing Steven Adams, looking for a Hurricanrana. PJC looking to pop him off. Steven Adams lands on his feet and then connects with another Hurricanrana. Beautiful. You gotta like the athleticism you're seeing from Steven Adams. Say what you will about him personally. That is bathing suit. That is blue hair. That is cardboard title. This guy can go so far, but PJC slamming him down. PJC starting to show some frustration. Not something you normally would see out of PJC, who's usually cool, calm, collected. Usually a pretty easygoing guy.
You can't see me!
Now PJC looking for the classic gimmick drop. Dropping the elbow right on the chest of Steven Adams.
Come on. Let's take this little kid out. Come on.
Yeah, take him out.
And they're two guys who know each other so well. They've had so many wars throughout the years. Look like they're making a plan to take out the new guy. And now Steven Adams reverses it into the double DDT. Yeah, the new guy, he is very unfamiliar. He's got tricks that these guys haven't been able to scout before this. But that's what makes him unpredictable. That's what's made him successful somewhat so far. But now looking, I don't know what the hell he was going for there, but he got double choke slam down. And I know he regrets it now. Steven Adams running at both those guys, perhaps looking for a double clothesline. Both these guys thinking the same thing. Choke slamming the hell out of Steven Adams. As you see his head bouncing off that ring. You see the boards fly up. He might have just broken the boards underneath the ring. His head bouncing up, but all three of these guys, they have taken abuse. They've all been dropped on their heads numerous times. And they're all wobbly to get up. PJC on his feet first. Cobalt not far behind him as they beat down on Steven Adams. And it definitely looks like their plan is to take out Steven Adams, but Steven Adams takes them out with the crossbody. And both guys able to kick out, get their shoulders up. Steven Adams Still trying to make his way up to his feet, but Cobalt is wobbly. Cobalt has taken so much abuse. I don't know how the hell Cobalt is still standing. He's barely standing. He's standing with help of the ropes, but now Steven Adams able to do some handspring, flippy shit. Cobalt, god damn it, with the enziguri is taken out by Steven Adams. This is some fast-paced action. This is the way you want to start off a show, as PJC looking for the crossbody, but he's caught and then slammed onto the back. His knee, Steven Adams dropping PJC, breaking his spine, god damn it. Steven Adams. The tricks that he's been able to implement so far have been quite impressive. You gotta say that. He's not a good person, but now PJC hits the Taco Buster, able to counter and reverse what Steven Adams was looking for, but Steven Adams rolls out of the ring before PJC's able to make the cover, and now Cobalt takes PJC out. Cobalt now throwing PJC and then hitting with the forearm strike, that Rainmaker.
Crew, look at the muscle!
Cobalt almost putting PJC away, but it's gonna take a lot more as he lifts him up onto that top rope, delivering forearm strikes, but now PJC counters and lifts Cobalt up, looking for a Taco Buster from the middle rope, connecting, and PJC, that's it. But PJC, he elects not to go for the pinfall, instead looking for a frog splash.
PJC!
And that certainly could have been the biggest mistake of this matchup. Zack Cobalt able to roll out of the way of PJC's frog splash and now climb up to that middle rope. PJC wobbly, and he gets taken out with that double jump springboard elbow right to the face. Beautiful placement. The point, the tip of that elbow, driven right into the eye socket of PJC. And now Cobalt working over Steven Adams. Steven Adams wobbly on the outside. He gives him the shark fin. And now one big, massive high five right to the temple. And now grabbing him by his blue hair. Zack Cobalt looking perhaps maybe for a brain buster, but instead Steven Adams one step ahead, and no, hell no. Poison Rana from the middle rope, and Zack Cobalt, he might have just broke his goddamn neck. Zack Cobalt, who's already been dropped on his head numerous times this matchup, just gets spiked from the middle rope. And now Steven Adams, he's got him laid out in the middle of the ring, going up, and hits a 450 coming down right on the body of Zack Cobalt, right on the lifeless body, and Steven Adams is able to steal a victory. I'll give it to him, he earned a victory, but God almighty, what a big win for Steven Adams, coming in here today, pinning Zack Cobalt, beating PJC, and look at it again, this is sickening, oh my God. Zack Cobalt might have a one-way ticket to the hospital. He may spend the rest of his life in a wheelchair. But Steven Adams is successful. He's got his cardboard championship. He's shaking hands with people. He can go home. He can dye his hair blue. I think he's getting some pity applause from these people. I don't know if they're impressed. I don't know what they are. Say what you will. He's got a bright future. What a debut from Steven Adams. But ladies and gentlemen, up next we got something special as Clark Williams takes on a very special mystery opponent handpicked by the dark side. And who can we expect? Your guess is as good as mine. Up next.
Man, these motherfuckers.
This next match is scheduled for one fall. Coming to the ring first from Kingston. Is the investment. Clark Williams.
Yeah! You know this guy, he's been successful as of late. Suffering his first defeat to Navon McDonald last episode of Slaughterhouse. And he didn't quite handle it too well. He threw a fit backstage. He showed his true colors, his ego. Thought he's too good for the Slaughterhouse, thought he's too good to lose.
Big Match Clark is in the building! Let's go! Let's go! Come on! Let's go!
Clark Williams, certainly, he's got the talent, he's got the skill. I don't think he's got as much skill as he thinks he's got, but we will see. Who's he gonna be facing up against here? Oh, goodness. And the dark side told Clark Williams to make sure he brought his soap. But I think all the soap in the world can't save you from this type of dirty. As Dirty DeChico, the runner-up for the King of the Yard 2 tournament. He makes his presence known, and you know the respect that the Dark Side and Dirty DeChico have for each other after they went to war in the finals of that tournament. Dark Side calling up Dirty DeChico. And now it will be on. Dirty DeChico versus Clark Williams. Two massive mountains of men here today, squaring up at the Slaughterhouse for Halloween Hell 3. What a meeting. What a clash of two competitors as they size each other up. Both guys about the same. Clark Williams may be a little bit thicker, but Dirty DeChico certainly taller and certainly with the experience advantage. Dirty DeChico, who's been doing it for almost a decade, maybe longer. He has been successful anywhere that he's gone. And now both these guys, you know, it's gonna take a lot to take the other down.
Two trucks.
These guys are both like two semi-trucks traveling down the highway, playing chicken with each other right now. Both one, unable to budge the other, and now strike for strike, it's breaking down. Only a matter of time before this turns into a straight-up fight. And now Dirty able to matrix under that clothesline attempt and duck out of the corner, and now laying in those right hands to the face of Clark Williams. And now a big shot to the gut, and Dirty looking for that classic Dirty DDT.
Dirty! Dirty!
The fans here at the Slaughterhouse, they all respect Dirty DeChico, especially after the last time he was here. He put away so many men. He is a former tag team champion, multiple-time champion elsewhere. But we're talking about NUW, we're talking about what he done here. and he has had success in the past. Will he have success today, or will it be Clark Williams who's able to take the veteran off his peak and claim his rightful spot? The Spanish Tarantula, as he calls it, unable to get the job done, as now he got Dirty into the corner, and this don't look good for Dirty DeChico. Clark Williams licking his palm. And a vicious chopping block right to the chest of Dirty DeChico, the agony. And now the big mastodon-like shoulders delivered right to the rib cage of Dirty DeChico, and now a big vertical suplex. God almighty, the strength it took to suplex Dirty DeChico. I don't think Dirty DeChico has ever been suplexed that easy before in his life. Probably thinking in his head right now, what the hell did I come back for? This is like in the jungle when you got the alpha male lion and you got the young up and coming cub looking to challenge for the top spot. Who is the king of the jungle? Clark Williams. He is looking good so far. And now Dirty DeChico trying to fight back. And Dirty looking for a suplex of his own, but Clark Williams able to fight back, delivering strikes to the gut and then a big spinning neck breaker. Beautiful. And that could be it. But Dirty DeChico still getting his shoulder up, fighting back, as you see there again. That spinning neck breaker with ease, dropping Dirty down. And now still just laying in the strikes, the shots right to the face of Dirty DeChico. Clark Williams getting real vicious now. This has become a battle of two alpha males. And now Clark Williams with the trust fall from the middle rope, dropping the elbow, dropping all his body weight down onto the chest, but Dirty DeChico still able to get his shoulder up. The fans here trying to will on Dirty DeChico, trying to cheer him on, get behind him, get him back into this matchup. There's Clark Williams looking for that double arm DDT, but Dirty DeChico jacking his jaw, breaking it, coming down, and this could be the opening. Dirty needs to get back into this as he kicks him right in the face with those work boots. Now Clark Williams trying to fight back, but Dirty again with the kick right to the face. Nothing pretty. It's just all Dirty, and now Dirty with the jackknife power bomb, dropping him down right on the back of his neck. But Clark Williams, somehow, you gotta respect the toughness out of Clark Williams, as you see here again, the jackknife. Oh my God, that is so vicious. It's hard to watch these guys between Cobalt and now Clark Williams getting dropped down on the back of their heads, their necks. Somebody's gonna walk out of here, or walk I should say. Somebody's gonna roll out of here on a stretcher with a broken neck here today. And if not a broken neck, it's gonna be broken ribs, the way Dirty DeChico's dropping those elbows. And again,
Investment in deep trouble, mama. You hear?
Clark Williams again able to kick out. Oh my God, I was gonna say he was done. He looks absolutely lifeless. But Clark Williams, he is fighting. I know a lot of people who put their money on Clark Williams. They didn't even know who his opponent was gonna be here today, and they were putting money on
Wrestle
him.
like your mama watching. She's worrying
Clark
for you.
Williams trying to cover up, trying to block the strikes of Dirty, and now sees his
He hurt
opening,
me.
breaks the
Oh my
eyes.
God.
Goldface giving him a warning, but now Dirty the Chico able to kick out. Gotta give it to Goldface, letting it play out. That's the way we do here. Gotta take something real despicable to get disqualified at the Slaughterhouse. We like to let the fight play out. Especially a war like this. This has been quite a battle. And now, Clark Williams dropping Dirty the Chico down face first. That has gotta be it. Clark Williams doing everything he can to keep Dirty the Chico, covering that arm, locking the leg, but Dirty the Chico still, with his opposite hand, able to grab that rope and keep himself in this.
Top rope. Second rope. Spanish tarantula.
Clark Williams now looking for the Spanish tarantula from the second rope. Dirty the Chico able to roll out of the way. And now Dirty measuring Clark Williams with the strike. And then the sixth shot. The sixth shot to Clark Williams. That could be it right here. And it is. Dirty the Chico returns to the Slaughterhouse in Halloween Hell 3 and defeats Clark Williams in an excellent, hard-hitting back-and-forth contest. The veteran, Dirty the Chico, able to show up here today and show he still got it. Show he never lost it. You see here again, the sixth shot, put Clark Williams to sleep. Big win by the dirtiest man to ever enter the NUW Slaughterhouse. And I ain't talk about Paul Peterson, talk about Dirty the Chico, damn it. But up next, Donnie Johnson gotta get himself together here, cause I am judging a very special costume contest here at Halloween Hell 3. And it's about to get started. So let me get my stuff ready, let me make my way to the ring, and I will see you out there.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome NUW commentator, Johnny Johnson. Yeah, Johnny Johnson! That's the man!
Yeah, goddammit!
The voice of NUW!
You're alright! Ain't no Arnold out here today, baby. It's Johnny's time!
You can understand.
Ow!
A man has to whatever he can.
Ow! Ladies and gentlemen, as you know, I am Johnny Johnson! I love you all! I love you all! And Johnny is here for something very special at Halloween Hell.
All right.
He's here to host the first annual, and probably the only ever, Halloween Hell costume contest. Now, if we could get anybody in the building, I mean the yard,
Yes.
wearing a costume to enter the ring, we will be having a contest where the winner will get an ounce of the smoothest rock in all of Newburgh. It's not for rock? No rock? Oh, we're giving out candy to the winner. All right, big. Let's get off. Everybody in the ring. I'll hold it open for you. Don't be shy. Get about in. Johnny don't bite.
Oh, I hold it. Get here.
Wait, Johnny, do not bite. Go.
Oh, we got Sonic. Yeah.
Yeah, all right. All right. All right. We got lots of costumes. I like this guy's bow tie right here. Johnny got one just like it. Come on up, buddy. Come in. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's how you enter a ring like a champion. Yeah. Come here. Give us some love. Yeah. Oh, this guy's a front runner already. Oh. I like somebody who takes care of business and says to hell with this.
That's it. Just like Johnny Johnson.
All right, so we can get everybody in line, or as best of line we could get.
Do it, Dag.
Not talk about Johnny Johnson's type of line. All right, we're gonna go. How about this? Yeah.
Nice costume.
What about the nun?
Yeah.
All right. How about Sonic the Hedgehog? Yeah, Sonic, all right. How about the skeleton, the American themed skeleton man? Yeah, oh, he's got a knife. He's got blood. How about, Johnny ain't gonna be biased, but how about Johnny's personal favorite, little bow tie man with the horn? Yeah, squeeze that horn. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. All right. How about the clown with the also big tie? That's the type of thing Johnny would wear to a job interview. What do you got? Wait. Ballerina? Princess?
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. She's going to the prom, ladies and gentlemen. And how about my man right here?
Oh, yeah.
He's too badass to even face the camera. He's like, fuck it. I'm on TV, but I don't care. I like it. I like it. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So before we declare a winner, what the hell? What the hell?
He's the son of a bad, the son of a bad man. He's the son of a bad man, son of a bad. He's the son of a bad, the son of a bad man. He's the son of a bad man, the son of a bad. He's the son of a bad, the son of a bad man. He's the son of a bad man, son of a bad. Now here's the pitch, high and inside, certified true side. Ain't that a push? Repeat, ain't that a push?
Hey, man. We're having a costume contest over here.
Why? Are there a bunch of kids in my wrestling ring? Oh, no.
We got the Grinch. The Grinch who stole Halloween.
Get him! Get him!
No. Halloween contest. You're supposed to bring a mask.
Whoa!
You leave them alone.
Hey, man. These are kids. These are children. You ain't gonna come in here and interrupt Johnny Johnson's costume contest at Halloween Hell just like that.
All right.
You tell him, Johnny.
All right.
That's right.
Yeah, you leave.
That's right.
That's right. Are you good?
Oh, God. Oh, Johnny's jaw.
You didn't ruin Halloween for anybody. That's right.
You ruined it for me, damn it.
Contest is for anybody. All I
Hey.
see is a bunch of losers. There's not one winner here. You guys are all winners.
Hey.
I got one.
You hear that? Johnny's a winner.
Candy.
Johnny's a winner.
Candy. Yes, candy. Sweet tooth.
but I'll take it. Hey! Everyone, give a round of applause for the participants. Yeah! All right. All right.
Yeah, they were the most every day.
And your NUW undisputed champion, Davis. Oh, wow. All right.
Nah, I don't get it. I was on a good streak too. I beat Yankee, I beat Jordan. And after that, I'm down. This is really bothering me. Every opportunity I get, I fail. And after that, the tag titles. I feel like somebody's been holding me back from winning. Somebody's been holding me back from going up to the top. I feel like I need to do something. I need to talk to somebody.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am here with the new NUW Continental Champion, the balls on the stone, Mike Perillo. We did it! That is what I'm talking about.
Finally, after how many years? 1, 2, 3. Skipped junior year because I was sick. A long ass time. I'm finally NUW Continental Champion, and I'm going to Disney World with it.
Through hell.
And I'm gonna ride Space Mountain. And when they go to take my picture, all they're gonna see is this. Wow. Johnny Reed, supposedly one of my best friends here in UIW and in real life, is now #1 contender for this against me at Halloween Hell 3.
I know we're friends. I know we're homies. But when that bell rings, it'll be a completely different game.
There's nothing, no one, not a damn thing that's stopping me from keeping this. So at Halloween Hell 3, bring your A game. So I'm gonna bring my A+ game and the sauce. And I'm gonna walk in with this, and I'm gonna walk out with this.
And these two guys have been friends for a long time. And you know it's gonna get heated over this championship. This belt that has meant so much to this company. Johnny Reed, who's shown frustration for quite a while. He was on a roll. He was beating some of the top competitors that we have in this entire industry. But he all just started falling short every time he would get an opportunity for a championship. He would come up just a little bit short. But he finally is at his opportunity against a man who finally was able to capture gold for himself.
Championships, that's what it's all about.
After years of not receiving any opportunities from the Von McDonald as the owner, Mike Perillo has capitalized on his opportunity, and he has made the most of it. Week in, week out, he has defended that Continental Championship since winning it against multiple opponents. But can he do it here again today at Halloween Hell 3?
First, the challenger. hailing from Newburgh, New York, demigod Johnny Reed!
All right.
And has he faced
All
somebody
right.
the magnitude of Johnny Reed on the type of stage
And his opponent.
that this is at
He
Halloween
is the
Hell
reigning,
3?
defending NUW Continental Champion, the boss of the sauce, Mike Perillo!
Yeah.
Mike Perillo.
Yes.
You can't say enough about him,
Yeah.
about the way he's rallied the fans behind him, behind his sauce. And it's propelled him to the spotlight. Propelled him to a championship run here today.
All right.
We will see.
Yes, sir.
Will it continue? Will we have a new Continental champion?
Respect. Respect.
Yeah.
These two guys. Yeah, you know that they're buddies, you know they're pals. But with so much riding on the line, it's gonna be all about competition. They didn't sugarcoat it, they didn't beat around the bush. They both told each other straight up that when that bell rings, the friendship is put on hold.
Right.
And now Johnny Reed trying to get into the head of Mike Perillo here in the early stages of this match. The duck under and the waist lock applied by Johnny Reed as Mike Perillo breaks it and now applies a wrist lock of his own. Locked in deep. Beautiful technique shown by the boss of the sauce, Mike Perillo. And now Johnny Reed able to counter with an arm drag.
All right.
Both these guys
Well done, player.
very evenly matched here.
Shotgun kid.
Both these men have put in so much work as of late, honing their craft, trying to become the best wrestlers that they possibly can be, trying to take it to new levels, new places, and Johnny Reed able to hit that drop kick perfectly placed to the chest of Mike Perillo.
Little tense out here.
There's been competition so far. Johnny Reed might have got the better of Perillo so far, but just like that, Perillo able to counter and drive him into the corner. And now Perillo rushing into the corner. Johnny Reed rolling out of the way. Might have just caught the bridge of the nose with that Kamenguri. And now a second one, following it up. Much more vicious that time, knocking Perillo back down onto the mat. And now Johnny Reed climbing to the top rope, climbing up, but Perillo able to sidestep him and then slam him down. Beautiful counter by Mike Perillo.
Ref, come on.
Mike Perillo still, now he's clutching at that elbow. You might want to watch that. The rest of the matchup going forward. But now Perillo driving it, delivering that forearm right into the chin.
I'm out the corner.
As Perillo got Johnny Reed into the corner and now looking for that vertical suplex, hitting him, driving all the wind out of the lungs of Johnny Reed. And now looking for the cover, Mike Perillo. But Johnny Reed able to still get his shoulder up.
Why are you gonna make it hard, Johnny?
Mike Perillo with a vicious right hand strike. And now both these guys, you know, they're going into it. I don't think they're looking to hurt each other. As Johnny Reed, oh my God, ducking under the strike and then hitting that Pele kick right to the cheek of Mike Perillo, dropping him down, dropping him out, but still not enough. the power the boss of the sauce generates.
You heard him. You said one.
Able to kick out at one. This man eats sauce every day, every night, for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Enriched with the finest minerals, but the minerals ain't gonna help you when you get drop kicked to the side of the head like Johnny Reed just delivered to Mike Perillo.
Ain't gonna happen, kid. Little frustration there, player?
Johnny Reed, he is gonna do whatever it takes in this matchup. Mark my words, I've seen the desperation. I've seen desperation like that before in my life.
Up he goes! Up he goes! Oh!
Good Lord, Mike Perillo, driving him down.
Is that what I thought it was?
Perhaps
God.
taking a page out of his trainer.
Come on.
The
What the hell?
Shadow Grim School of Wrestling.
Don't lie to me.
That is a move that you learn all the way at the end. But both these guys, they have been trained well.
Okay.
And now Perillo looked to be bringing Johnny Reed up, but Johnny Reed one step ahead with the shoulder to the gut. And now, again, moving out of the way of the attempted strike by Mike Perillo. Johnny Reed fighting just to get back inside the ring, and now delivering a big uppercut and a chop, chopping the chest of Mike Perillo. And now, with those strikes, the viciousness, the frustration starting to show from Johnny Reed as he's firing up. He wants to put Mike Perillo away, and the sooner the better. But Perillo able to catch the strike and deliver an uppercut of his own.
Whoa!
And a big, massive forearm cracking off the freaking flesh. God almighty. And then that big turn around, sit down, suplex.
Close call. No cigar there, player.
The viciousness, the thud from the body of Johnny Reed coming down, being slammed down on the mat. Mike Perillo frustrated, wondering what the hell he's gonna do to keep down this young lion. Johnny Reed, the demigod, the superior prodigy, you know all the nicknames, but right now it's really showing a testament to why he has and deserves all those nicknames, as Johnny Reed with the tilt-a-whirl DDT, taking out Mike Perillo, dropping him down, face first, but still not enough. Mike Perillo, the toughness, the resiliency, showing you why. Yeah, he got kicked down by Nevon McDonald for years and years and years, but he kept coming back for more. And eventually, it paid off. Eventually, he became the champion. But now that super kick, taking him out. Johnny Reed taking his head off. And now Reed losing his footing for a second. But now, looking perhaps for the 450 to put it away. But Mike Perillo able to knock him off that top rope. Dropping him down on his nether regions. You see the look on Johnny Reed's face like,
Come on, Perillo.
he didn't know where the hell he's at. But now Perillo got him up with a fireman's carry. Johnny Reed able to get down, get off it, and deliver a super kick. But Perillo still with the help of the corner, with the help of the ropes, able to stand, but now finally dropping and rolling to the outside. Johnny Reed now with a suicide dive, but Mike Perillo catching him and delivering a belly-to-belly suplex on the outside. Oh my God. These two men are going to war over the Continental Championship. The referee starting to count. We do not want to see a draw in this matchup. But we could expect that both these men have given it their absolute all. You can't exactly be disappointed with the result as they both slide back into the ring, breaking the count.
I respect that, Johnny.
And these guys, they have given it their all. They've basically fought until the gas tanks are depleted. They've given it all they got. And Perillo back up to his feet. Johnny Reed back up to his feet. Both men looking straight into the eyes of the other as Perillo delivers a forearm strike right to the face, into the corner. Johnny Reed looking out on his feet. I don't think he'd be standing if it wasn't for the corner helping him up. But now Johnny able to roll out of the way and hit an enziguri right to the face. But Perillo still just barely standing, just barely able to stand up. Now the VDT attempted by Johnny. And now Perillo able to drop him down with that back suplex. But that took everything, absolutely all the energy out of Mike Perillo. He is tapped. He is completely on E. He might just be running on fumes, but that ain't enough. He can't even roll over to make the cover. Both these guys, they have given it their absolute everything. And it shows you just how much the NUW Continental Championship means. That both these guys would go to their absolute limit. And Johnny Reed perhaps looking for another tilt-a-whirl, but this time, Mike Perillo able to counter, hit a neck breaker.
His neck just rolled off the ring.
Snapping his damn neck. And now Perillo finally able to make a cover. But somehow Johnny Reed with the instinct to kick out. I can't tell you how. I can't tell you, what is going through Johnny Reed's head right now, except for the fact that all he knows is the Continental Championship is on the line, and he ain't staying down, and neither is Mike Perillo. Both these guys, they are absolutely exhausted, completely taken to their limits as Perillo goes for another clothesline, but Johnny able to counter and dropping him down with the re-DT. Could Johnny make it? The cover. And that's it. Johnny Reed has just pinned, as you see here, with the re-DT, and become the new Continental Champion.
Continental Champion, Johnny Reed.
In what is gotta be considered one of the matches of the night. The champion Mike Perillo is dethroned in an epic contest with his friend Johnny Reed. And now Johnny Reed has finally won gold. Johnny Reed is the Continental Champion. Wow, what a match and what a victory for the new champion, Johnny Reed. But up next, we got a very special four-way for the New York Championship as Alan Reed defends against Zack Romig, Brandon Castelli, and Joseph Anthony. And it is up next.
The following contest is a fatal four-way matchup for the New York title and is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Scranton, Pennsylvania, Zack
Somebody who has been complaining, whining, crying about getting his shot for the New York Championship has finally been given it here today.
And it's gonna be my New York Championship belt. I finally get my shot.
He pinned Alan Reed, the current champion, in a non-title match after a massive distraction by the Heretics. And ever since, he's been making his case that he should be the rightful challenger, the rightful holder of the New York Championship, despite being from Pennsylvania.
That's why I'm in here, and you're all out there. I just wrestled, damn it.
Zack Cobalt looking for his first taste of gold here in NUW. But another man looking for his first taste of gold, a man with a similar bone to pick, is Brandon the Bullet Costelli. Costelli coming out here looking like a gender reveal party. But he is all business. You know, when he gets inside that squared circle, he can take any man to the limit. And could it be his day here today? Another guy, this guy's from Rhode Island. Romick, he's from Pennsylvania. Can we get the New Yorkers out here? This is for the New York Championship. Brandon Costelli don't even respect the place that he's wrestling in. Wrestling to be the champion of. This Costelli is a bad man. And oh God, you got children that watch this, Costelli. Yeah, I did just have a costume contest for crack. Side the point. Now the first ever.
He's the realest! Joseph Anthony!
First ever a lot of things. But most importantly, he is the first ever NUW Undisputed Champion. A championship that we will see defended here in the main event here today. Joseph Anthony, he is a top rising star in the hippity hop music.
And their opponent.
No, Johnny Johnson's more than a jazz man, but Alan Reed, the first ever. It's another first ever. He is the first New York champion in history. He has come back, and since coming back, really the only defeat that he's suffered was against Zack Romick after that distraction. So can you really count it? He is being on fire. Come back after a 2-year absence. And the odds are stacked against him. You gotta say that. But you can't really discount a man who's been on such a roll like Alan Reed has. He has got the momentum. And now all 4 of these guys, they're about to square off. You see Joseph Anthony, Alan Reed, and Brandon Costelli.
It must be better fun, but don't get me wrong. I'm walking out of here tonight as your New York champion. That ref. Boo! Ref, get in here. Come here. Raise my arm. Raise it. Raise my arm.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's how it works, Zach.
Look, I don't know who this guy is. How old are you, man? 12? 13? Shut up.
Are we gonna get in trouble for actually?
Yeah. Look. I'm an adult, guys. I'm an adult. I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are. But I do care who you are.
Alright.
Yeah.
The title.
You know what time it is. I do. Yeah.
And now all three of these guys beating on the champion. Stomping Alan Reed out in the corner. But now Joseph Anthony tossing Romig out and now rolling up Brandon Castelli. We can say, we could have seen a new champion right then and there.
It's mine. That title is mine. Oh wait, that title is mine.
And you know these guys sort of had an understanding as they met by the dumpster and challenged Alan Reed for this matchup. But that all goes out the window. There ain't gonna be no type of teamwork, no friendships, no camaraderie. Not in this one. As Alan Reed takes out Brandon Castelli with that clothesline and stares a hole right in the face of Joseph Anthony. And now with the big body slam, slamming him down. The impact, the power, the strength, all possessed by Alan Reed, the current champion, who says all the time, it's his time. But now Zack Romig, you know it's legal. Fatal 4-way, anything goes. The ring to the eye, and now stomping out and putting his boot, his shoe on the throat of Alan Reed. Zack Romig, the underdog in more ways than one. He's literally the hellhound. And he is by far the smallest man in this matchup. All these other guys about the same size. Now they are working on Alan Reed, the outside. All these guys working together. And now Joseph Anthony takes them all out with the suicide dive. Not sure how wise that was for Castelli and Romig.
Come on, New York champ.
They are just doing what they're told. Joseph Anthony told them to stand there and hold them up. Maybe the smartest move of Joseph Anthony in this whole entire matchup so far. And now Code Breaker driving his knees right to the face of Alan Reed. But only a 2 count. Alan Reed, he is tough. You know about his comeback story. It's going to be featured one day in an ESPN 30 for 30. How Alan Reed climbed his way out of the deep dark hole. No man has ever been able to come back like Alan Reed, but Joseph Anthony taking him out. Another comeback story in Joseph Anthony, who was gone for a little bit.
That's right.
Working on his music career. And now Castelli and Joseph Anthony both trying to pick the scraps, go for the pin on the champion. And now Castelli pushing, viciously chopping Joseph Anthony into the corner. Now working his way out. Castelli dropping an elbow to the back of the head. And now wiping at the hair. Joseph Anthony obviously taking exception to that. You can't mess with a man's hair. Both these guys fighting each other, the forearm strikes, and now spotting Romig, and all the teamwork that these three guys had before is out the window as Romig with the double over Castle, taking both these guys out, and now that big jumping step up Insaguri by Zack Romig. Zack Romig using his quickness, his advantage, and now both these other guys working together, but taking out Zack Romig. What a move! The springboard moonsault taking out both his competitors. That was a thing of absolute beauty as Romig now arguing with Goldface, saying it was 3. Taking his eye off the prize, and now Joseph Anthony with ease picking him up and then sitting him back down with the power bomb.
Splat!
Joseph Anthony sidewalk slam to Brandon Castelli.
The realest. Boom.
And now he's got one man left. Alan Reed trying to get the boot up, but caught by Joseph Anthony, and then the neck breaker. Beautiful neck breaker. What a match so far for the New York Championship, and this could be it, Joseph Anthony. But no, Alan Reed still able to keep himself in this. Keep himself as the champion. But will it only be a matter of time before we see Alan Reed fall? Got 2 guys fighting on the outside. We got these guys fighting on the inside. Alan Reed able to fight it off and then hit a big choke slam to Joseph Anthony. His head. That choke slam to Joseph Anthony. Good Lord, the impact. And a DDT back live on the outside. Vicious DDT to Zack Romig. You heard that thud, and then the K trigger. And then a Castelli's curse. Zack Romig. He is finished. Gotta be finished. Gotta be done. Castelli just took Zack Romig out of this contest, and now the vest has been ripped open.
That vest was $39.99. He rips to a bulletproof vest. That's how strong.
And Joseph Anthony with the big body splash in the corner. Alan Reed is wobbling. Joseph Anthony looked like he was going for the chemical reaction, the reality check, but he gets caught with the GTS. And now Alan Reed again looking for a choke slam. Second choke slam connects. But Goldface, he is being talked to, distracted on the outside by Brandon Castelli, and he missed the pin cover. Alan Reed should have had it right there. But now Joseph Anthony back up and he hits a chemical reaction. But by that time, Castelli able to go in there, and then it's a K trigger. After breaking up the pin, Castelli hits the K trigger, and now anything goes. Brandon Castelli with the championship belt, just bouncing it off the skull of Joseph Anthony and taking the scraps. No, not like that. God almighty, Brandon Castelli wins the New York Championship.
The winner of the match and the new NUW New York champion, Brandon Castelli!
God almighty, Brandon Castelli, as he steps his foot on top of the former champion. Castelli is now the new champion of New York. What a match. What competition from all these guys.
Nobody else's. Not Alan Reed's. Not Joseph Anthony's. Not that pissant hellhound. Why? Thank you. There you go.
What a statement made by Brandon Castelli.
Shit, Jim, you alright? Hey, I need some assistance.
Alright, so I just got done visiting with Jim Connors. And the prognosis isn't good. You see, when I got there, the doctors got up and informed me that early this morning Jim Connors slipped into a coma. Now this coma here, they cannot tell me whether or not it's going to be a couple days, a couple months, a couple years. Now I have a pretty good idea on who. And I'm not going to be some little wuss, a little pussy not say anything. Heretics. You both are number one on my list.
Come on, you mother!
Look at this. We're supposed to have a tag team championship match tonight, guys. God damn it, Scorpion! No, you can't. And your damn partners in a coat. And look at you. Can't even get up. No. The match is off. The match is off. Get yourself together.
So it has come to our attention that the heretics are being blamed for the attack on Jim Connors. We don't give a fuck about Jim Connors. We don't give a fuck who attacked him. We don't give a fuck that he's in a coma. Don't blame us for something we didn't do. But we did attack Stinger, during Road to Gold because, fuckboy thought he was going to come and take us out. That's not how it works. We're everywhere. We're the greatest tag team in backyard wrestling. No, not just backyard wrestling, all of wrestling. We're the NEW Tag Team Champions for a reason. Because we take no names, we give no fucks. But Stinger, now you know. If you're really trying to step to us and think you can get on our level and take the title from us, it's not gonna happen.
Who you think you are?
There's a reason we're on top, and the only reason that the tag team division is on fire is because we burned a fucking Bible in the middle of the ring.
Came to the doctors today to get an update on Jim Connors, see how he's doing.
What? He's awake. Nix, are you sure? That's not a little soon? I mean, he did just come out of a fucking coma. He was honking like a goose last time I saw him. Alright, man, if you say so. Next week.
The Brothers Creed isn't going nowhere. We're staying right here. Our goal, NUW, the Brothers Creed, it's a promise. Come hell or high water, the Brothers Creed is going after the heretics, and we're going to be claiming gold. NUW, tag team division, it's going to be the whole new world. Creed style. They tried to keep it from us, but we are the fucking heretics. We are the hands of the devil. I am the behemoth, KC James. I am the inverted angel, Samael. And we are the heretics. Welcome to hell.
Jesus! The heretics coming out here and attacking the Brothers Creed before the bell even rung. During their entrance. And now slamming Jim Connors face first into the apron. These guys couldn't even wait for the bell to ring. This war has been so vicious between these two teams. God almighty. You know the bad blood. All the things that these guys have done to each other, particularly the heretics to the Brothers Creed. They're tying Jim Connors' hands together on that ring post. And Goldface trying to stop it, but Casey James just shoving him down. And now Scorpion trying to fight him. Trying to beat down on Samael, but Samael with the low blow. And you see Jim Connors, he's tied up.
No, not yet. Wait a minute.
He is tied to that ring post, and he's been beaten up too.
Let him get to his feet.
But technically, I guess he is in his corner. So Goldface, for whatever reason, has elected to ring this bell. This championship match has got to happen, I guess. It is Halloween Hell 3. We can't not be having a championship match. But Jim Connors, he is out. He is tied up in his own corner. And right now, it is the Heretics and Scorpion the Assassin.
Not to the assassin.
This match, this was supposed to take place at Road to Gold 3. Jim Connors, who's been in a coma for months. St. Luke's Hospital. He's been unable to compete, but he is making what we thought was a miraculous recovery to come compete here today for the Tag Team Championships. But it may only be a matter of time as the Heretics have found yet another way to gain the upper hand.
Damn.
They are the most dominant for well over a year champions in NUW history. And now Casey James, for good measure, looked like Jim Connors was trying to work his way out of being tied up. And Casey James just coming delivering a strike as Samael still working over Scorpion in the ring. These people trying to will Scorpion on. But what the hell do you expect? What are you gonna do? You got Scorpion the Assassin, who's been beaten on, beaten down.
To watch this real fucking close.
And now a big cannonball, Casey James. Good Lord Almighty. The humanity of Casey James delivering the cannonball. And now what the hell could he be looking for here? Delivering that massive thigh right across the chest of Scorpion the Assassin. The humanity. God Almighty, Casey James, the viciousness. A big man is not supposed to be able to move like that. But these two guys are wearing down Scorpion. The most dominant. I said it repeatedly.
No.
They haven't lost a match in...
No!
It's been almost a year. I can't even remember the last time this team of the Heretics actually lost a match. They've taken out so many illustrious teams, and now right there, after the headbutt to the face by Samael, but Scorpion still fighting to stay in this thing. The Heretics have beat teams like the Balance of Chaos, the Murder Club, Team Sweet 16. They even beat the team of the Dark Side and Shadow Grim at one point. These guys are so bad. They're so good as a team. They know each other so well. And now the forearm, the elbow delivered right to the face of Scorpion as he was tied up. And now Samael still working over Scorpion with the kicks, but Scorpion still trying to fight back, but God Almighty.
Oh my goodness. You doomed.
A Russian leg sweep to the turnbuckle by Samael.
He's still in it. He's still in it.
You gotta respect the heart of Scorpion the Assassin. You gotta respect the cojones that he's got.
Come on, rally Scorpion.
He's trying to fight back. He's trying to do everything he can to not be pinned. But right now, the double team and the arm of Scorpion. Oh, God. It's hard to watch, ladies and gentlemen. It's very difficult to see somebody that you respect like Scorpion as Scorpion tries to help Jim Connors out and tries to fight back. But Casey James, he's just too big, too strong, too powerful, and now gaining momentum and with the lariat to the back of the head, knocking out Scorpion. Scorpion able to get his hand on that bottom rope.
Still legal here?
Pretty much all he could do at this point. He's got no more energy left as he rakes the eye. Gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta do.
Here you go, Scorpion.
In this type of situation,
There you go.
what is needed. And now the low blow. And I think Goldface letting it go because he knows the disadvantage that Scorpion is in. Goldface ain't gonna let everything go, but
Keep this under control.
Scorpion trying to fight back, doing the best that he can. And now he got Casey James on the rope, literally.
He's time to get up.
Oh!
Referee on the
The vicious kick to the kidneys.
Rey Mysterio has a hard-on for how hard he's on.
And now Scorpion against that top rope, bringing him into his corner, and Samael arguing with the ref. Yeah, good point, Samael. You're one of the most despicable men. You cheat all the time, and now you're trying to gain favor with the ref. You're complaining and whining about cheating, but now cheating again. Samael just coming into the ring and attacking Scorpion from behind. This guy was just whining and complaining about cheating. That's why you don't ever respect, you can't like these no good, dirty heretics for anything besides their wrestling ability. Scorpion doing whatever he can, trying to beat away at the frame of Casey James. How in the hell Scorpion's even able to stand right now, let alone the fact that he's beaten down on Casey James. And now picking him up by the hair.
Listen, man, you have no idea how tight the rope is. It does not scream.
And now Scorpion sending Casey James in the corner and then hitting that stinger splash.
Yes!
You see Jim trying to work his way out of that rope in the corner. And now Scorpion with the death lock. Got it in. Locked in on Casey James. And will Casey James tap out? But no. Again, no. Oh my God.
Ref, get your. You don't get him out. He's not legal.
This cheating, this dirty bastard Samael. And it doesn't affect the Scorpion. Scorpion the assassin. Unaffected by the strikes, by the chops. And now going to work on Samael finally. And now Jim Connors is free. Jim Connors finally free. He got himself untied from the rope. And he tells Scorpion he's got it locked in. Jim Connors, who's Samael on the outside, and now Scorpion got the death lock. Casey James, he looks lifeless. And that's it. That's it. Casey James is passed out. We got new tag team champions. The Brothers Creed have defeated the Heretics here at Halloween Hell 3 for the Tag Team Championships.
Winners of this match, and Nuw
a comeback story. Jim Connors, Scorpion the Assassin, the NUW Tag Team Champions.
Yes, y'all did it!
After defeating the longest reigning, the baddest two men to ever hold the belts, the reign of the Heretics has finally come to an end. And we are at the dawn of a new era. The Brothers Creed are the champions. Very well deserved.
But in the streets when you doze off, you wake up with your clothes on. The shame feeling so lost. Whoa, you see my crew, you know my style. Victory is mine. You're going down.
And those guys certainly have earned it. The Brothers Creed, the new NUW Tag Team Champions. But up next, we have the main event. We have a fatal 5-way Halloween Hell match to determine the NUW Undisputed Champion. It will be the Dark Side. It will be Navon McDonald, the champion, David Lowell, Shadow Grim, and JJ the Pitbull Cordero. And we will show you exactly how this all kicked off. In the tradition of Halloween Hell matches, in the main event, we will have a fatal 5-way for the NUW Undisputed Championship. But there will be 4 qualifier matches later on here tonight. The first and foremost will be the former champion, Shadow Grim, going one-on-one with the first ever NUW Undisputed Champion, Joseph Anthony. The second match will be myself, as I go up against the man who took my Continental Championship from me, God damn it. We will also have, it will be JJ the Pitbull Cordero going up against Johnny Reed.
I was once the owner of this federation. I made this federation what it is today. And this son of a bitch right here took it from me. I don't like you, and you don't like me.
None of us like you!
Hell, in fact, I hate you, and you hate me. And you out here making qualifying matchups for a shot at David Lowell in the Undisputed Championship. Well, hell, you need to give me a shot. Do what's right and make Navon McDonald get a qualifying shot today. What you people think? Okay, don't listen to the people, because they never mattered anyway.
All right, you want an opportunity? I'll give you another opportunity.
That's right. Come on. Come on.
The people always like seeing Navon McDonald get his ass kicked.
I can get my ass kicked.
So here tonight in the main event, I got an opponent for you, but you're gonna have to wait till the main event for him to reveal himself.
It's Moolah, baby.
Yeah!
Stacking cash and smacking ass. I've been cashing checks and getting that.
Yeah!
Forfeit the game before somebody else takes you out of the frame and put your name to shame, cover up your face. You can't run the race, the pace is too fast, it just won't last.
I look at you while taking pleasure in the awful things you put me through. You take away if I give in. My life, my pride is broken. You have to think you're never wrong. You live what you live. You have to act like you're someone. You live what you live. You want someone to hurt like you. You live
You know, they say power corrupts, and absolute power absolutely corrupts. I had to defend this championship in a fatal five-way. I spent most of my career trying to get this title, and it just seems so fitting to have the odds stacked against me. But I'm gonna do it. I have to do it. I can't let anybody down. I can't let myself down. I'm undisputed champion. I did it.
And for one of the biggest main events in the entirety of NUW Mega Events episodes, the champion has elected to make his presence first. This man just won the championship from his longtime rival at Survival of the Fittest. And he has vowed, you've seen it, he's gonna do what a champion does. The odds have been stacked against him. He has 4 other challengers. And not just challengers, but 4 other legends of this organization. All guys who, at any point in time, would be able to hold the gold, are worthy challengers for David the Well, but he's not facing 4 guys one-on-one at different times. He's facing them all at the same time, and they're all hungry. They all want what he's got, and especially this man right here. We saw it all earlier on in the evening during the costume contest. JJ Cordero come out. David the Well come out to make the save. Who knows what JJ Cordero would have done to those children? Would have given them all lockjaws. Put them in St. Luke's Hospital. This man is a bad man. He don't need his entrance music to tell you that. JJ Cordero, one of the longest tenures that we have here in NUW. A man who's a former Continental champion, but has never, unlike this man right here, held the undisputed championship. But we go from never holding it to the man who held it longer than anyone else in history. He is the butcher of this slaughterhouse. He is a hardcore enigma. And in this type of matchup, you gotta know the favorite coming into it has gotta be this man right here, Shadow Grim. He is an institution in NUW. He is one of the baddest men walking God's green earth. That is a straight up fact. And at any time, Shadow Grim, and especially today, could end up taking back what he feels is rightfully his. And what this man right here always believes is rightfully his. He's like a toddler. He thinks everything belongs to him.
You suck.
And he'll be damned if he goes into this matchup believing any less about the NUW Undisputed Championship. He has lost so much lately, losing his company to the dark side. He's lost countless matches, but he won when it counted, qualifying for this 5-way. And he has vowed to make the most of it. You always gotta know, when Vaughn McDonald is in the ring, what shystiness, what tricks up his sleeve could he have? We already saw him and JJ Cordero talking backstage during the pre-show. We know that they're gonna have a little bit of a bond. We know the past that Cordero and Vaughn share. And last but not least, the final entrant in this Halloween Hell Fatal 5-Way. A man who has also never been champion, never even had a championship match before. But as you see, the king of the yard with a crown on his head. The dark side has been on the roll up until Survival of the Fittest. He was the longest reigning Continental champion of well over a year. He had beaten so many men in the King of the Yard 2 tournament to be victorious in that. And now here today, we can see what the dark side is capable of against 4 other men, 4 of the top challengers, top competitors, and they will all, 5 men, be fighting for the NUW Undisputed Championship here today. And the bell is rung, but Vaughn slides out of the ring, and it has begun. It is starting off hot. 4 men battling inside the ring. David the Well stumping out the dark side. JJ Cordero going to work on Shadow Grim. And now, Vaughn McDonald on the outside. As Shadow Grim being worked over by JJ Cordero. David the Well dumping the dark side out. And now Shadow Grim, it looked like Cordero was going to suplex Shadow Grim, but the ball line from Arnold. That did not work out very well for JJ the Pitbull Cordero, as now we have a rematch in the ring from Survival of the Fittest. The former champ against the current champ, locking up inside that ring, as it should be, as Shadow Grim with the early advantage. That wrist lock, and now the dark side, as he vowed, we knew it wasn't going to take long. The dark side and Vaughn McDonald on the outside battling, but Vaughn able to get the upper hand, and then literally with the right hand with the uppercut. And now Vaughn, JJ Cordero going to work on the dark side on the outside, laying in them right hands as David jumping, smashing his forearm into the face of Shadow Grim. We knew it wouldn't take long for all hell to break loose out here. And now, what is David the Well doing? As these vultures outside, picking apart the dark side. Shadow Grim coming in with the chops to Vaughn McDonald's chest. And now both these guys working on Vaughn McDonald as Cordero tries to take out the dark side. Dark side moving out of the way. Now dark side got Cordero. What the? Oh God, throws him right into that board. The impact of Cordero being slammed now into the ring post as he got action in the inside. Cordero, or should I say Shadow Grim, going for the pin. David the Well ain't gonna let him in right in front of his face. Ain't gonna let the championship go like that. Big stunner snap there over the top rope. And now David the Well Got Shadow Grim in the corner, but Shadow Grim able to get a big boot up in his face, right in his grill piece. And now one shot for Navon. This has been chaos, you know, with all 5 of these superb athletes. It is gonna be chaos in the ring as Navon fights out of it, getting Shadow into the corner. And now, again, the teamwork of JJ Cordero and Shadow Grim. Shadow taken out by the dropkick, but now...
Come on. That title is mine. It's my pick. I don't give a damn. Listen. You don't get out of here. Serious?
And you knew it was only going to be a matter of time. Yeah, these guys are in cahoots. They got on the same page with each other, but they're fighting for the NUW Undisputed Championship as JJ Cordero just caught the kitchen sink right to the face.
Oh no.
And now Shadow Grim with a giant spine buster on Navon McDonald. But the dark side stalking him and then hitting him right across the face with that sink. Right across Shadow Grim's face. And now David with the diving crash bomber forearm to the sink, to the face. And Cordero springboarded in with that DDT. But still not enough. What a matchup we have so far. All these men fighting as hard as they can for the NUW Undisputed Heavyweight Championship. The top prize. And not just this company, but in Johnny Johnson's opinion, all of BYW. This is the place to be, and this is the championship to have. As you got Darkseid looking for an up-hittier on the outside, but Cordero able to push him into the chair. And now Navon. Oh, God almighty. Cordero with the chair shot to the face. Navon and Shadow Grim on the outside. And now David. Looks like David hopping up to the top rope. And taking him out with a big moonsault. Good Lord almighty. David the Whale with the giant moonsault. And then Cordero with a concerto to the head. Good Lord almighty. JJ Cordero might have just taken out the dark side for good. And now Cordero coming, he's seeing all this damage. Perhaps picking his buddy up. And now, there goes that teamwork. Right out the window. Cordero. And then one for good measure. Navon McDonald doing Cordero dirty. Cordero looked like tried to turn on him.
Oh no.
But Navon one step ahead of him. And now picking up the wood, but Shadow Grim throwing David the Whale into Navon McDonald. You gotta use everything you can. Shadow trying to block the shot, but Navon going low. And you hear the wood off the, oh my God, and the steel off the flesh. I was gonna say the wood off the flesh was bad enough, but the steel from the chair, and now the suplex on the outside, the dark side. But Shadow Grim, it seems like anytime one of these competitors is able to get an advantage, able to hit a move, there's another guy right behind them ready to take him out. And right now that man is Shadow Grim, hitting anything that moves with that steel chair. Got all 4 of his opponents down here at ringside. And he's got his choice now of who he wants to go after. He elects to go after the champion and sending him face first right into that ring post. Now picking up the dark side and sending him even harder into the ring post. But now fighting back is JJ Cordero. Fighting back, but Shadow Grim able to catch the kick and send him into the ring post. Send him knee first and then deliver a super kick right to the face of JJ Cordero. Shadow Grim, the strongest man in this matchup.
That's all you got, you bitch?
The dark side might regret those words, being taken out with that uppercut. Shadow Grin, one of the most vicious strikers, one of the most barbaric men we've ever seen. And we reside at the Slaughterhouse, so that'll tell you a lot right then and there. Located in Newburgh, New York, but now JJ Cordero gets pile driven right on the chair, and that could be it. But no, Shadow Grim able to keep this one alive. What a vicious pile driver. And these guys used to like each other at the beginning of this match. Now, Navon McDonald got Shadow Grim draped over that middle rope. Cordero setting something up in the corner with that chair, and now a boss man attack to the back of the neck.
Come on, halfway. Get into the corner. All right?
Deal.
And have these guys come to their senses? Are they going to be working again here together?
Get into the corner with the chair.
Obviously, they're getting nowhere, trying to do it on their own. But now they got Shadow Grim, and they're setting them face first, right to that steel chair, right to the corner. Good God Almighty, Shadow Grim is done. But now Navon McDonald betraying Cordero again, looking for the pin. But Shadow Grim able to get his shoulder up. And David the Whale back in there, going to work, and now suplexing Navon McDonald, dropping him right down on his lower back. David the Whale got Navon centered in the position that he's looking for, climbing up top. And in tribute to Cameron Jackson with the Black Toad Splash off the top. The last time we saw a Black Toad Splash like that on Navon McDonald, it was Halloween Hell 2. Not enough, as these guys are all around, able to break up the pinfall. Anytime one of these guys go for a pinfall, there's somebody there to break it up. This match may last till next Halloween with all these guys in there. But now the dark side looking for a squirrel, but he gets caught with the lockjaw on top of the two bodies of Shadow Grim and Navon McDonald. JJ Cordero, good Lord. Perhaps with the move of the match so far. And now positioning Darkseid to where he wants him. In his own accord, going up perhaps for the moonsault. Shadow Grim able to catch him and take him off that middle rope. Got him up and then drops him down. Good Lord. What a driver. And that should have been it right there. JJ Cordero's face driven with a DDT right into the mat. But now the face of Shadow Grim, perhaps broken. The nose broken by David the Whale with the super kick, but a lockjaw out of nowhere by JJ Cordero. A huge lockjaw. And now Cordero perhaps looking for revenge.
Can you grab this for a second?
He could have easily just pinned the champ. He was looking for some springboard, looking to keep it going, but Navon McDonald with the low blow on the outside, and now the stroke off the apron to the outside. Good Lord Almighty. The imprint of the face of JJ Cordero in the grass. And now the dark side looking for a twisted mind, but who the hell is that? What the hell? That's Ragul! We haven't seen Ragul in years! What the hell is Ragul doing out here?
I've been talking to me, Novin! I'm Navon! You're Novin!
Ragul out here calling Navon Novin! And then the super kick! The dark side taking out Ragul with a super kick.
Come on, you son of a bitch! You guys come back out of nowhere!
And now Shadow Grim with David the Whale up to the top. Darkseid got Ragul. Shadow Grim got David the Whale up on his shoulders. And a Soul Taker. Good Lord, a Soul Taker for the ages. Both men not moving. David the Well down. Shadow Grim down. And then on the outside over here, we got the Dark Side putting Raghul on the table. Both men lifeless in the ring. All these guys, they've taken so much abuse throughout this match, and that move right there was the straw that broke the camel's back, as you see Shadow Grim trying to work his way to his feet. But one man who is not working his way to his feet is Raghul, as Darkseid is up on the top. And what's Devon McDonald grabbing his guitar. The Darkseid up on the roof. But Devon McDonald, he is climbing, going up after him. Raghul laid out on that table. I don't think Darkseid was even aware that Devon was climbing up after him, as Devon with the shot to the gut from the guitar. Devon up on top of that roof with another shot, and now the Darkseid is wobbly. The Darkseid, oh my God, holy shit! The Darkseid just got taken out with the guitar strike and fell off the roof right through the body of Raghul. And Devon McDonald has stood tall.
Count anywhere, damn it.
And now he's pinning the Darkseid. Falls count anywhere for this Halloween Hell matchup. And Devon McDonald, holy shit, Devon McDonald has just won the NUW Undisputed Championship. Say it ain't so. The people here are in absolute shock as Devon McDonald. Did you see JJ Cordero checking on his former brethren? God almighty, I can't believe it, as we see here again the way this match ended with a guitar shot off the roof onto a lifeless Darkseid falling through the body of Raghul. And now, ladies and gentlemen, all hell has just frozen over. Halloween Hell has frozen. Devon McDonald is once again the champion of this company. Devon McDonald is once again on top of the mountain. And now looking for good measure to add insult to injury with a strike to Shadow Grim. And what have we all just witnessed here today at Halloween Hell 3 but the rise of the devil from hell in possession of the most valuable prize in all of NUW, in all of BYW, and now it's in the hands of the most sinister individual that we have ever witnessed with our very own two eyes. It's his, that is for damn sure. And what can we expect going forward?
You take your ass back over there.
Y'all better come correct tonight, because if you don't,
this is all I wanted.
And it's already getting to his head, the despicable nature of the king of the mountain, Devon McDonald, as he looks on in shock. Not sure how to process what just happened with Raghul coming out here, still at ringside. And oh God, oh no, Devon McDonald with that same sinister look in his head. Could he be coming out? Could he be coming back?
No, that is my name.
And Devon, it looked like channeling the inner demon for a second there. Coming to realize who he used to be. And the King of the Mountain is now back in full effect on top of the mountain. And who in the hell will stop Von McDonald, the new NUW undisputed champion? He's flanked by his buddies. And what the hell? What in the? What's the dark side? The dark side's still trying to crawl after Von McDonald, but I think he's taken all he could take at Halloween Hell 3 as the champion now gets to celebrate with the spoils. And thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us. I am Johnny Johnson. We will see you next time.